Game 2 of the 3-game series against the Texas Rangers wasn't a pitcher's duel like Game 1 was. I mean, it was an 8-2 ball game for the Rangers in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Crazy, crazy first 3 innings for both sides. And like I said, 10 runs scored in the first 3. And yesterday, we had 1 run through 12. Crazy, crazy day today. Thomas Pannone did not have a great outing. Could not find the strike zone. And when he did, he was getting hit all over the place. Derek Locke came out in his Blue Jays debut. Wasn't the greatest in his first inning of work. Was kind of better in the next inning. But again, the Blue Jays just really were not that great pitching wise in the early goings. And you found a way to grind some offense there in the top of the 4th. But then the rest of the way, nothing. And like I said, Thomas Pannone had a tough time with the strike zone. He wasn't finishing his pitches, and the reason I say that, a lefty coming across the zone, he was missing to. So if you're a right-handed batter, he was missing to the outside of the plate. You watched I think it was a walk to his Drupal Cabrera. I think it was a 4-pitch walk. All the 4 pitches were in the same spot, middle away out of the strike zone. He was not finishing his pitches, and like I said earlier, when he was finishing his pitches, he was getting crushed. I mean, what was his line there today? It was Thomas Pannone. It must not have been that pretty. It went 2 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 7 runs, walked 3. And by the way, those 3 walks led to a bases clearing triple by the 9-hitter in the lineup. Like I said, couldn't find the zone. When he did, he got crushed. But the Blue Jays offense did start the game early. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with his first big league RBI. And I saw from my main man, Bo Buckets, on Twitter and Blue Jays Wave on Instagram. He posted a tweet on his Instagram story on Blue Jays Wave stating that Justin Smoak's first RBI in the big leagues was a sacrifice fly bringing home Vladimir Guerrero Sr. So Vladdy Jr. rips the ball past the third baseman into left field. Who's rounding third, heading home for Vladimir Guerrero Jr.'s first RBI? Justin Smoak. I mean, crazy things happen. Crazy statistics. Bo Buckets, my buddy, thank you so much for that, because that was a beautiful, beautiful thing. And guys, I'm not going to say it the latter half of the video. I'll say it now because I just talked about it. Check out Blue Jays Wave on Instagram if you want to find out stuff like I just did with the whole Smokey and Guerrero situation. Please do so. He is also one of the quickest guys to upload and update you guys on any news Blue Jays. He was the first one to update me on the Nate Pearson promotion to AA. So if you guys can go check him out, Blue Jays Wave on Instagram. Awesome guy, awesome content. And I just want to give him a little shout out there at the beginning of the video instead of the later half of the video, because that was a very important piece of what I want to talk about in the first inning. The Jays had the 1-0 lead, and then you go to the bottom of the first, and Nomar Mazara absolutely demolishes a 2-2 pitch deep to 444 feet. Hanging curveball. You hangy, he bangy, into the second deck, and we're tied at 1. Bottom of the second, we talked about it. Again, Thomas Pannone can't find the strike zone. Walk, loads the bases. And we're like, man, now you're facing the number 9 hitter. Well, you can get him to ground into a double play if you can throw the strikes. He does throw strikes. Problem, Tanner Falefa, I think it's Falefa, crushes the ball to right center. It goes right to the gap and all the way into the wall. The base is clear, and it is now a 4-1 Texas lead. Couple batters later, Elvis Andrus, he singles to left field. Falefa comes in to score, and it is now a 5-1 lead. We go to the top of the third inning. Justin Smoak gets a sacrifice fly. I think it was Eric Sogard. Where is he here? Yeah, Eric Sogard came in to score on the play. Good stuff there. You got to run back. It's at 5-2. Bottom 3. Kind of shocked that Charlie Montoyo left Thomas Pannone out there. A couple runners get on base. And Derek Law comes out. Has a tough time. Gives him a single to Logan Forsythe. And then on a fielder's choice of Vladdy Jr. He was close to a play at first base. He ends up being safe at first. And another, 3-run inning for the I saw Logan Forsythe, so I saw Tampa Bay Rays. Just to give you guys the heads up of why was I saying Tampa there. Another 3-run inning for them, and like I talked earlier, it is an 8-2 ball game. We're in the bottom of the third. Top 4, however, the Blue Jays get some more offense going here. All right, leads off with an infield single from Billy McKinney. Excuse me, guys. Still fighting this cold here. Danny Jansen grounds out to the third baseman, and McKinney moves up to second base in the play. Then Socrates Brito, it's an infield single to first base. McKinney ends up to third. Doesn't matter how you get on base, as long as you get on base. Then you got runners at first and third with 2 infield singles. Who cares? Next up, Eric Sogard, and he crushes the ball to center field. Both runs come in to score. It's a 2-run triple for Eric Sogard. It's an 8-4 game, and we're right back in it. Next up, Freddy Galvis, and with a guy at third, less than 2 out, you stay in the big part of the field. Galvis does just that. It's a one-hop line drive to the second baseman, to Rougned Odor, and he ends up getting, where is it here? Galvis out at first base, but Sogard comes home on the plate. It's an 8-5 game. We're only in the top of the fourth. Lots of ball to play. No offense the rest of the way. The Jays can't get any more runs. The Rangers don't get any runs past the third inning, and the final is 8-5. So, you got to find ways to take positives out of a game like this. Well, Eric Sogard continues to do amazing things. He was 1 for 3 again today, scored a couple runs, had a couple RBIs, walked twice as well. He's been fantastic. Galvis goes 1 for 5 with the RBI. Guerrero 1 for 3 with his RBI, and he also walked once as well. But again, Vladdy is still finding his way in the big leagues. But to get that first RBI out of the way, it's great stuff to see from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Tellez went 2 for 4 in the game. McKinney went 2 for 4. Jansen 1 for 4. And Socrates Brito 1 for 4 with a run scored. Now, from the bullpen perspective, Sam Gaviglio I thought was really good in the ballgame today. 2 innings, no hits, no walks, no runs, a couple strikeouts. Good job there. And Elvis Luciano, again, I'm still talking about this kid because I want him to get into bigger situations. In 2 innings, he gave up 1 hit, walked a couple guys, no runs in those 2 innings, and he struck out 3. His ERA, guys, I don't care if he's not in the high leverage situations, his ERA is 3.07. That ain't bad at all. And he's growing before our very eyes here. And I want to see if maybe Charlie Montoya wants to throw him out in a bigger situation. I mean, again, I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I think maybe the earlier innings might be a better idea for Luciano if he's going to come in a bigger situation, right? Don't put him in like the 7th or 8th inning, right? Don't kill him like that. But if you're in a 1-run ball game or a tie game in the 5th inning and your starter has run up their pitch count, why not? Give the kid a shot, right? I don't know. I'm liking what we're seeing from Luciano. He's got the strikeout stuff. He's still walking some guys, though. That's the one thing I want him to continue to grow moving forward. But great things from Elvis Luciano. Great things from the Blue Jays. Can you focus back on my face, please? It'll get back. You guys know how it is. There it is. But you know what? Like I said, positives out of the game. Rowdy's got a couple hits. Vladdy got his first RBI in the big leagues. Great things from Elvis Luciano in the ball game. Sogard continues to play really well. You just got a really, really rough start from Thomas Pannone and Derek Law, who inning in 2/3. He gave up one hit, 1 run. Wasn't an earned run, but he did walk 2 batters as well, and that was that. But you know what? Nothing you can really do. The finale of the series, guys, goes tomorrow afternoon, 3:05, first pitch there in Arlington, Texas. Clay Buchholz, Drew Smyly are the starters in that game. And I think the key for Clay Buchholz is not really having a good start to the game, because we've kind of seen that over his last few starts. He's a great 3 or 4 innings, and then kind of hits a wall, kind of second, third time through the batting order, and then they start crushing him. Right? You saw that in his last 2 starts. He's been kind of the same type of deal here, right? That game against the Angels, right? They didn't score anything in the first 3 innings, but then he gives up 3 in the 4th, and we're like, ooh, that's not a great outing for him. And then you go back to the game against San Francisco, where he, again, where are we here? He gives up nothing in the first 3 innings, but he gives up 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, right? So for Clay Buchholz, it's giving consistent innings. Yes, if he has a great first couple innings, we're going to be happy. But you want to see it over a consistent 5-6 inning span to really get a gist of what he's all about. Now, for Drew Smyly, he has had a horrendous season. He's pitched 15 innings. He's got an 0-2 record with a 7.80 ERA. He's walked 10 guys in 15 innings. He has not been able to throw strikes clearly whatsoever. So for the Blue Jays, you do not chase garbage. We have learned with this Jays team, they love to chase the curveball. Drew Smyly is going to throw curveballs. Do not chase. He's walked 10 guys for a reason. Speaking of not chasing, Vladdy Jr., if we're talking about anything positive when it comes to the bat, other than the RBI single he had today, his eye at the plate is pretty damn good for a 20-year-old. Watching him go out there and walk and take tight pitches and tight counts and taking his... I mean, look, you know, as much as we talk about his hitting is not there yet, and he went 1 for 3 today. His average is now 192. It's nothing too crazy. But with the walk today, he's walked 4 times in 7 games. For a 20-year-old guy who's never played in the big leagues, that's pretty damn good. You know, we want to see his bat get going a little bit, and we will over time. With the hit and the walk today, Guerrero's on-base percentage is now 300, so if you want to take positives, it's that. But you got to continue to progress, and young players do as time goes along. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys enjoyed Vladdy Jr.'s first RBI in the big league. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the game, the video. I apologize for the stuff he knows. It is awful, but I'm getting through it. All right, so guys, like I said, hit the subscribe button, all that great stuff, and comment down below what you thought on the game, the video, Panone's outing, Vladdy Jr.'s early debuts as a Blue Jay. What are your thoughts on Rowdy Tellez's game today? Also, that Elvis Luciano situation. What do you think you should do with him? I mean, he's pitching great right now, but again, they're not high leverage situations. What do you think they should do with him? Keep him in this role, continue to let him pitch and pitch and pitch and pitch and pitch in these situations, and then next year send him down to the minor leagues and get him in the high leverage situations down there, or since he's pitching well in those non-high leverage situations, give him a shot in those high leverage situations and see what he can do. I don't know. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that whole situation. And Evan and I will talk to you guys podcast edition. Sometime this week, either Wednesday or Thursday. Link is in the description for the podcast channel, guys, and for the podcast itself on iTunes. Twitter is also down below. Follow up, send me a DM. Do all that great stuff. And I already talked about Mo Buckets, my main man on Twitter, and Blue Jays Wave on Instagram, so I don't need to repeat myself twice. And, like I just did there. Anyways, I will talk to you guys. Twitter is also down below. Follow, send me a DM, do all that great stuff. And I will talk to you guys. Raptors edition, Game 4 tomorrow in Philly. Doubtful, Pascal Siakam. I don't know what to expect for tomorrow, guys. It's kind of one of these. And just hope for the best. All right, Game 4, Raptors 76ers in Philly at Wells Fargo Center. 3:30 tip-off there in Philly tomorrow afternoon. As for the Blue Jays, we talked about their finale of the series goes tomorrow afternoon as well. 3:05 first pitch in Texas. Taking on the Rangers. Clay Buchholz, Drew Smyly, the starters in the finale. The Blue Jays look for the series win. And then come home to take on the Minnesota Twins, who've been playing very, very good baseball. But you want to take care of business in Texas. Get the series win at 3:05 tomorrow, all right, in the finale of that series. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Talk to you guys then.